So RF has officially died? Oh, wait, they already did once. Whoops. The second time they have died. 49 signups in the 450 class in their first round of the series. 49 signups. RF, I thought you was never going to get lower than you was at Anaheim 1 last year. You had like 50 or 60 some odd signups in the 450 class. I was like, there's no way it can get any lower than that, because that's the lowest we've ever had before. And the next year comes around, and here you are, 49 signups, bro. Oh my God. You almost didn't even have to have qualifying in your first round. Normally it takes you way past the half point of the series, way past Daytona, before you get this low in the numbers. And here you are, first round. 49 signups, bro. And just to let you guys know, just to remind you, that's 49 signups, including all of the key shares they've let back in, all the bullshit scamming people that they've not banned that needs to be banned, all of the RF officials, all the RF track makers participating in their own events. That's with all that included. They still only have 49 people signing up for the first round. And that's on top of everybody being all cooped up in their house and not being able to go anywhere. You'd think there'd be even more signups because of that. All people can do is sit around and play video games right now, and you still only have 49 signups. But no, RF, the community just loves what you're doing. You're just doing so good. Oh my God, this 1-to-1 scaling, no skill gap, literally could hit this jump on a 50cc bike in the game. It's just so amazing, dude. Oh my gosh, letting all the key shares back in, all the scammers in the game, just letting all those dudes back in. Everybody's just loving that, bro. Your community is so good, dude. Oh my God. It's just amazing, bro. Everybody just loves whenever you go in there and you give the track early to people, and you go in there and you make the track, and then, you get all the RF officials get the tracks 5 days in advance, and then they go in there and participate with everybody else that's only at the track for an hour. Everybody just loves that, RF. As you can see from the numbers, it's just amazing, dude. I mean, holy shit, man. 49 guys in the first round signed up. Holy shit, bro. 9 less people, and you literally wouldn't even have had to run qualifying at all. Oh, man. Like I've always said, the proof's in the pudding. It always has been, and it always will be. You can't get around the numbers, RF. You can't. These are the worst numbers we have ever seen before. And it's not because the game's just dying and the game's just not as fun anymore. And no, it's because of everything that you are doing. Oh, and that's on top of RF being basically the only real professional racing, organization series in the entire game. That's on top of that. And they still can only get 49 people in the 450 class at the first round. It's like, oh my God, you do realize you're the only option and you're still dead. You're the only pro racing series and you still can barely fill up the gate. In the first round. This is not just later rounds and shit like that anymore. This is the first round. If that don't go to show you how the community is actually thinking, then I don't know what does. Before they even see what you're all about in 2021, you can barely even fill up a gate. People are waking up to this shit, RF. People are not having this bullshit anymore. And it all makes sense. It all makes sense now to why you've not been perma-banning these key shares and not really been looking into all these situations where you actually really do need to ban these certain people for, hacking situations and things like that. And because if RF actually permabanned everybody that should be permabanned in the game, they literally wouldn't even have a series. You do realize that, right? If they actually banned everybody that they should, they wouldn't even be able to have a main event. It all makes sense now, bro. It all makes sense. And some of you guys might be saying, yo, Spence, why are you still beating that dead horse? That thing's been dead for like 2 or 3 years now, bro. What are you doing? You got to understand how many of these stupid-ass RF officials over the past 2 and 3 years in this game just acted like they were doing nothing wrong. Every single thing that they were doing was just so good for the community, and oh my God, we just have to run Erode because that's the only thing keeping the game alive, and we just have to beta test this Erode in the game, and us RF officials and track makers can get the tracks 5 days in advance and go in there and participate with everybody else that only had the track for an hour. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing unfair about that or anything, but if you go in there on the forums and you complain, you're just an ungrateful person. You're just ungrateful for what RF is doing for the community. You're just complaining. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you the amount of RF officials I've seen go in there on the forums over the past 2 and 3 years when people complain about the Erode or complain about the lag in the races or complain about the track designs with all these different track makers in RF now, or go in there and complain about, RF giving the tracks early to God knows who at this point. RF just tries to shrug it off like no big deal. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just complaining. You're just ungrateful for what RF's doing. And here they are. The worst numbers they've ever had as far as 450 signups in their first round of their series. The worst numbers they've ever had before. So yes, I'm going to go in here and rub that in their face. Yes, I'm going to go in here and say, what the hell have you been doing? Because in all reality, really, you've got about probably 20 actually legit people trying to sign up and race in your series right now. You got about 20 of them. If you cut out all the bullshit scammer, key shares, all the RF officials, past or present, all the RF track makers, all the people that really shouldn't be in there, you'd have about 20 people signing up right now. And if that's not the definition of dead, then I don't know what is. Good God. People have figured out what's going on now. They know what's happened. It's just so funny to me that they don't realize. It's because they get caught up in that. We're RF officials. We can do nothing wrong. We're just so amazing. Everything that we do. Oh my God. The developer of the game says that he would rather work on something he can actually make progress on. Talking about Erode in the game. The demands are nightmarish and almost impossible to achieve. But no. RF doesn't want to listen to that. I'm such a big hoss. RF doesn't want to listen to that. Nah, let's just keep on running Erode. Let's keep on making these 1-to-1 scaling, small bullshit, no skill gapped, built around Erode tracks. Just keep on doing it, dog. Your numbers are looking really good, RF. I'm telling you, so many more people are getting into the game and getting involved in the community. And man, this community is just thriving right now, bro. 49 signups. Can you believe that shit, dude? 49, man. We don't even have to have qualifying. Holy fuck. It's crazy out here, bro.